Mommy, Daddy's supposed to lead. So today is my parents' anniversary.
Believe it or not, they've been together for 18 years.
18 years.
It's a long time.
And we're gonna ask some questions of how they met and how they survived these 18 years.
So Mommy and Daddy, get ready.
Okay, let's do this.
How did you love at first sight?
This is how we met. So Daddy was the business manager and I was one of the performers for Cricket Club. And we were together for as friends for a very, very long time. After what, 2-3 years? And only then did a relationship start. In fact, when I looked at Daddy, I didn't even think that we'll ever be together because obviously the religion was a thing that I considered.
It's a lot of things that we have to think about. Yeah, it's not just about us, it's about everything else.
And
yeah.
Who asked who out first?
I don't think there was really a asking out per se.
It started with a group outing.
Yeah, it was always
friends
because
around.
I used to perform, Daddy used to manage, and after the shows we would just hang out. It was like a big group of at least 10 to 15 people.
When was your first date?
Just the two of us.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe there's this other part of the story that we should be telling you guys, which is when we used to go out, there's this guy by the name of Fazilito. Okay? And he's the king of salsa, right? So he used to have this string of girls who used to line up to dance with him because he used to lead the girls really, really well because he was the king of salsa. So I used to wait in line. It would never be my turn, right? So then Daddy used to come in and say, okay, why did you dance with me first? He was the hero, yes. And he would come and say, okay, dance with me first while you wait for your turn with the king of salsa.
What was your first thought when you wanted to name Kitra?
Whoa.
Okay.
Let's move really forward.
Yeah. Okay, so Kitra, initially we wanted to have kids when we got married. And then we thought, it's okay, we won't have kids, we'll just be happy-go-lucky couple and we can travel and we can do stuff and we don't have to have the responsibility of having kids. And then one day I found out I was pregnant. Ta-da! We had already planned that we didn't want to have kids, right? When I told Daddy, he cried. He was so happy. He was so happy. I was also very, very happy. I was also overwhelmed, a little bit nervous, but we went ahead, of course. No regrets whatsoever. And then when we found out that we were having a girl, it was very important for me to have a name that meant something, because I felt that every time you call the child that, the child becomes more of that. So I didn't want to have a name that meant anything negative. I finally found the name Kitra Inara. Kitra means crowned and Inara means luminous. So you're crowned luminous.
What about me?
Asher is actually a name I've had for the longest time, even before I met Daddy. And I always knew that if I had a son, I would name him Asher, which is lucky, fortunate. Shakur means grateful.
Shukran.
So that's why his name is Asher Shakur.
Who proposed to who and how is it like?
You want to take this?
Yeah.
Well,
Since I've been doing all the talking.
we didn't really. Yeah, I think that's the thing. I didn't really officially propose. I'm sorry. But we just one day it's just when's the date? When should we do it?
We didn't get engaged.
Yeah.
Nothing of that sort. We just decided, okay, let's get married. Here's something very silly about the way we decided to get married. We planned 28th, because the number 8 is supposed to be lucky.
8, 9, 8.
And we like the date. We say, okay. So what we did was
we printed the invitation first.
And then we realized there was a long process because I was not Muslim, right? So I needed to get a wali hakim. There's a lot of things to be done, and we didn't know this. So then we started panicking because we had 1 month to the date of this 1,000 over cards that we printed, because Mato and Bato wanted to invite over 1,000 people.
The whole world.
The whole world, yes. And we panicked.
We were like, oh.
But we managed to get it done, and we managed to do everything according to plan, even though it was a bit of a drama in between.
What was your first ring you got from Dad?
First ring.
You got from Dad because you wear a lot of rings.
Oh, didn't have an engagement, so I don't have an engagement ring. So I just have this is the one and only ring. I think you also need to understand that when we got married, we weren't in a good place.
97 crash.
Like what's happening now, times are really, really bad. A lot of people were losing jobs. Daddy lost his job. I lost my job. We were not in a very good place financially. We spent like for the 1,000 people, thanks to Daddy's relatives who came, like one person said, I'm going to sponsor all the chicken. And one person came and said, I'll sponsor all the eggs. And Daddy's uncle, which is Bato's brother, said, I'm going to cook for you guys. And he cooked for like over 1,000 people. The food was really, really good. So it was amazing because everyone just came together. And because of that, we also managed to keep the cost at very, very low. So I think we spent like, what, 15,000 max
Around there.
for the Sunday. Also for the JB side, for Mama and Papa. That's my parents. So all together, plus our gifts. Yeah, we didn't have anything grand or you know, my white baju, the white one that I nikah, which is getting married, registered, cost me less than $50.
Yeah. Bought material.
And that bought material, gave it to a friend who sewed it for me. So thank you, Les, because he introduced me to Lisa, and they charged me like minimal. So we really, really, really did everything on a very minimal, small scale, but it turned out beautiful. It was good. It was good. We had Daddy's friend who was supposed to take pictures for us. He never showed up, so we don't have any pictures of the wedding.
We got a few. We collected.
That's what happens when you ask for favors. So do not ask for favors when it's an important occasion. Make sure you get a professional to turn up. So he didn't turn up. We didn't have any pictures taken. We just had to collect it from people who had just taken pictures of, you know,
Random.
yeah.
Did you ever break up and get back together?
Many times.
Many times.
Many times, yes. Even now, I can tell you that things are not always smooth sailing. Things are not always beautiful. But there's more to a relationship than that. There's you guys that we need to think about. I guess if we can work on a relationship with a friend, we can work on a relationship with the boss, we can work on so many other relationships. We need to put the effort and work into a marriage as well. It's not going to just happen. It's not going to be beautiful on its own. You've got to make it beautiful. You've got to make it work.
The effort. So that is the adventure in the relationship. The effort.
Okay, so that's enough questions for you guys.
On the 19th anniversary, we can have more questions for you.
Okay.
So get ready to answer them.
Brace yourselves.
Hope you enjoyed the video. Please do subscribe.
Yes, please. And don't forget to drop a like below. Please.